For my glute workouts, I usually add them on to Saturday or Sunday where I have some cardio, and I start out with some straight leg deadlifts. I try to make sure that I'm pushing through my heel for these and using my hips as a hinge so that you're not using your upper body or your back, because this is going to be a glute and hamstring focused workout. So I always want to stand and push through my heels. Sometimes I'll add weights under my heels just to make sure I'm getting that weight through there. And I'll usually do pyramid sets with these, so I'll increase my weight every set and then decrease back to my starting weight. After that, I go into hip thrusts. I usually just do these on the hamstring curl machine because it's more comfortable for me and I'm not lifting that much heavy weight yet. Once I get to heavier weight, I'll probably start doing a barbell. But you can change the position of your feet with these to hit different parts of your glutes. But I like to just keep them about shoulder width apart and really push through your hips. And then you're going to hold at the top for at least a second with these. I usually do about 4 sets of 10 to 20 with these. Then I go to the hip, I don't know if it's the abductor or the adductor machine, but whichever one it is, I go on there and I sit on the very edge of the seat and I push outwards, and this really hits your outer and upper glutes. You'll feel the burn. I do pyramid sets with these, and I usually do them at the end of my workout as a burnout. But you really feel the burn with these. And then I go into the classic glute kickback. I will wear an ankle strap with this, but as you can see, I'm putting it around the middle of my foot, and this allows me to really push through my heel and not pull my back. So for these, I get into about a 90-degree angle with my whole body, so you can see as like I completely lean forward for these and I'm pushing through my heel. I usually start with 15 or 20 pounds and I'll do about 4 sets of 20, and I really kick back with my heel to make sure I'm hitting more of my upper glute rather than my hamstrings. And then I will usually superset these with, if I get to it. Okay, so I'll usually decrease my weight and then I will superset them with this kickback where I keep my body upright and I just kind of kick back slightly. I'm not going too far back, but you'll really feel it in your upper glute doing these, and it's kind of just like a little pop of the heel behind you. And after you do a superset of these, you will really feel that burn in your upper glute. So I'll obviously do these with both legs. And this is probably one of the hardest glute workouts that I've been adding to my glute day, which is really nice. It's kind of like a deadlift, but I get like a little bench and I put it under me just for a little bit extra leverage since I'm so short. And then I put my heels in the middle of the mat or towards the front, and you have to sit back into it to where you're almost using the handle to balance. And then you're going to throw your hips forward at, like, again, it's going to be a hinge, and you're going to really push through your heels and drive through so that you feel it in your lower glutes. These will absolutely burn. These are so hard. I started out about 30 pounds and I usually increase from there, but you will really feel these, and you don't want to feel them so much in your quads but more so in your glutes. And then I will superset these with, I guess, the sumo version. So I'll get a more narrow grip, and then I'll widen my feet and point my toes out, and I will sit lower into it. And as you can see, the handlebar is going up at about a 45-degree angle, so I'm kind of gliding it along my legs as I come up. And these really burn and are a great way to build those glute muscles and to really build strength as well. So I went to Market Street for a grocery haul, and this is everything that I got. Got a bag of frozen chicken. It's about 2.5 pounds, and they're pretty big pieces. And what I'm gonna do is pre-cook all of those at once with the salsa verde sauce I got. And this only has 1 gram of carbs per serving, so I'm just gonna use about half the bottle with all of the chicken, and I'll just kind of add that to every time I eat it so that I still count for the macros. Then I also got some fresh chicken just for whenever I'm not feeling the salsa chicken. So I just got chicken breast. And then I got some frozen green beans to mix with my beef so I can make a sloppy joe mix. And then I got some Walden Farm syrup. I'm going to start adding that to my sweet potatoes for breakfast or for dessert. Just to have something sweet, but since it doesn't have any calories, it doesn't really affect my macros at all. And then I got some fat-free cooking spray. Got 2 cans of reduced sodium black beans. I like to mix those with my chicken and veggies just so it's a little bit fuller and add some protein as well. I got some Mrs. Dash garlic and herb for just for chicken or just pretty much anything that needs some flavor. No. Just looking at the dishes. I got some more spaghetti squash because that's like my favorite thing right now. They're so easy to cook and it's like I think 10 carbs for 200 grams, which is really good macros. And then I got some more sweet potatoes because I've been having those for breakfast and for dessert. The way I'm cooking them now, I'll probably do a video on how I make those as a dessert. And then that bag. And then lastly, I got some milk, some egg whites for my breakfast or for whenever I need extra protein, and some no-calorie sweetener for my coffee. So this is pretty much everything I eat in a week right now since I'm so low on carbs. I have a lot of vegetables, but all of this costs less than 50 bucks. So it's a really good deal and it's really easy stuff to make and you can make it in bulk or as you eat throughout the day. So it's a pretty good deal.